I actually got together with the board of directors and started talking to them about putting on a conference. And next thing I knew, I was the one being charged with the responsibility of putting together what we now have today called the Innovation Summit.
Frank McDaniels came up with what I thought was this completely lame idea to have a meeting where the entire industry comes together and everybody gets to share their stories and we get to have meetings and talk to each other. And I thought, why would we want to do that? But Frank didn't know enough not to be deterred. And I say that facetiously because it was a great idea. And we've been doing it ever since, and it has involved in a very large industry meeting once a year sponsored by Georgia Bio that brings people from all over the city and the state and people from out of state who want to see what's going on in Georgia Bio.
You have representatives from all the major universities, from all the startups, from the bigger pharmaceutical companies, and to medical device companies, and at no other time in the year are all these companies together, along with all the vendors and the suppliers, and I think it's important to network. So first and foremost, I think that remains one of the most important elements.
Summit has helped focus the industry around a singular event once a year. It's really helped to raise the revenue that the organization needed in order to bring on a full-time staff, which once they got the full-time staff in place, for example, with Russell Allen and Maria, it has really grown tremendously, and they've done an amazing job.
When I look at the organization today, when I look at it in terms of the Georgia Bio Innovation Summit, and and having been associated with the first one 16 years ago, and looking at the growth and development, both sort of longitudinally, which it has been on an increasing vector, so to speak, but also the breadth of Georgia Bio, of the audiences that it serves today, serving a very wide variety of organizations that are involved in healthcare. I'm just very pleased with it, very proud of it, and also very impressed with the success it's continued to deliver to the marketplace.
Along the way, we decided we wanted to recognize people who were actively contributing to the life sciences industry in Georgia. And so we decided, let's give an award.
Everybody as an entrepreneur likes to act like they know they were always going to make it, but the truth is, in those early days, there's plenty of days where you have doubt and so forth. And so to have a showcase like, I remember our first time the Georgia Bio Innovation Awards, and we received the Deal of the Year in like 2004 or 5. That was just tremendously motivating for myself personally, but also for all of our employees. At the time, we only had probably 20 employees or so.
I think the biggest accomplishments that I've seen Georgia Bio as it's evolved over the last 7 years since I've been involved is really bringing together diverse groups in the community, like through the Biomed Investor Network, provide more opportunities for access to capital, and bringing together academia, industry, and policymakers to make a difference.
And then we also have looked at how we can increase funding and capital for life sciences. And about 4 years ago, we were instrumental in forming the Biomed Investor Network, which is an angel investment group of about 40 individuals who are investing in early stage life sciences. So those are, I think, a few of our more recent accomplishments. And broadly speaking, we have coalesced the industry at Georgia Bio from what was probably 50 or so members 10 or 15 years ago to now about 200 member organizations.
Now we're a fully fledged organization attached nationally to the Bio Association as well as AvaMed, the Medical Device Association. So it's become a much more progressive, all-encompassing, and also economic development engine for the state.
The biggest accomplishments I've seen are on the number of people who are part of the organization, the members, the staff, the influence they've had on the legislature, the influence they've had in academia, showing that this is an industry that needs support, needs the pipeline of the talent, and through their efforts, got the attention of those who made decisions. And again, without them, it wouldn't have been done.
I think Georgia Bio has been a real bridge between policymakers, that is the Georgia General Assembly, to make the legislators more educated about what biosciences mean to the economic health and the public health in Georgia, and have been a good partnership with the state in growing and developing those relationships.
We formalized our education programs and created the Georgia BioEd Institute, and we've been helping to teach kids at high schools around the state about biotechnology and life sciences. We bolstered our state advocacy programs, bringing in support from the business community both within Georgia and the broader life sciences community around the country, to help us build a strong ecosystem here through good policy and good tax policy and incentives.
Really what we're trying to do is build up our community, and we can't build it up fast enough without at least training people in the K through 12 as to what STEM is all about.
When I look at the industry today, I see a large mass of innovative, entrepreneurial-oriented startup companies that when I think back 20 years ago, I remember it was the hope to have the type of situation that one sees today. So I think all of these types of events have come together and made it what it is today, and it will continue to grow and develop.